You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 384th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. It is Thursday, December 20th, 2018. We are Christmas Day is 5 short days away. As I scoot over, I'm a little out of sorts here, but gonna try to be a little bit more festive. We are presented by 1821manmade.com, your one-stop shop for all of your beard grooming needs. They are not a bargain brand beard balm company that wants just any man to buy their products. They want men who take their facial grooming seriously. So go to 1821manmade.com now to step up your beard game. And before we get started, I have just realized that I do not have the lighting correct. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to turn on my studio light. There we go. Much better. All right. There we are. Much better. Much better. Good stuff. Yeah, I do the show 9 times out of 10. I'm in my underwear when I do the show. And, I mean, let's be honest. My cock is so big it would fill up the screen if I stood up. So, you know, I don't want this to be flagged for pornography. So I turn off the camera before I get up. All right, let's get to it. Yesterday, I did part 1 of, let's call it my Slut Tells installment. I gave you guys 8 undercover slut tells, 8 undercover slut tells that 99.9% of men are clueless about. Yeah, thank you. I talked about things such as she lives alone, right? When a woman lives alone, she's not beholden to the gaze of her roommates, friends, or relatives when they're escorting the 4th guy in 4 weeks out of the house after fucking him all night long. I talked about that. Don't get it twisted. Women who live alone are 100% bona fide sluts. That is a slut tell. Do not get it twisted. I talked about the fact that women who are former fatties are also epic sluts. Now, I talked about this before. I called this the ugly duckling slut. I'm going to play you a soundbite from a previous episode. I played this yesterday, but for those of you who are joining me for the first time, here's that soundbite. Take a listen. Number 3, the ugly duckling. Now, most of us in here know girls who were ugly or fat or ugly and fat in high school before they eventually turn decent looking later on. Sometimes they get hot, just kind of depends. Well, with these newfound looks, guys, comes newfound male attention. This is something that girls like this are not used to. Now, like a kid with a brand new toy that they've never had before, she plunges herself onto countless cocks because being lusted after by men was something she thought she would never experience, and now that she is, she doesn't know how to act. Now, how to recognize ugly ducklings? You have to look for the average to below average looking girl with an amazing, at least an above average body, who is unhealthily obsessed with working out and a Nazi about her diet. And by the way, she'll make this obvious on social media. Look at her social media, okay? Like, if she's a half-decent looking girl, but goddamn, she's got great tits and an unbelievable ass, and look at those legs, but she's kind of a butterface. She's probably an ugly duckling. Check her Facebook feed. Hey, gotta go with the keto diet, or hey, running another 12 miles on the treadmill, or hey, going to spin class, or hey, doing CrossFit today. Guys, listen. The ugly duckling she's never going back to being invisible to males. She's never going back to be invisible to men.
And listen, if she has to run till she pukes or starve herself for days on end, she's never going back to that.
That is, of course, the ugly duckling slut. Another undercover slut tell that 99.9% of men are grossly unaware of is that she owns a rescue dog. Now, women have a lot in common with rescue dogs, right? This is why they adopt rescue dogs all the time. I talked about the similarities between rescue dogs, dogs from a shelter, and living the slutty life, and why they empathize and even sympathize with them, so they end up adopting them. Take a listen.
Women hate being single, and dogs hate being in a shelter. The difference is dogs are honest about it. Now, for dogs, a shelter is unpredictable. Some of the staff treats them nicely, some of them not so much. Maybe they get walked 3 times one day, maybe only once the next. They have to watch up now. This is the sad part about it. They have to watch other dogs around them getting adopted, and they sort of wonder to themselves, I guess, in doggies or K9Es, well, when is someone going to adopt me? Why doesn't somebody pick me? Is there something wrong with me? This is what they think to themselves when they see other dogs being adopted, which is why when you watch those Sarah McLachlan commercials, those dogs are looking depressed. There's no doubt about it. As far as women go, the single life is also highly unpredictable for women. Some men treat them great, some men treat them like dog shit. Some men are married, some men are players, some are around a lot, others only once a month. Then they sit around, they watch their friends getting commitments from their boyfriends or getting married. And now women ask themselves, well, when am I going to get married? Why can't I find a boyfriend? Is there something wrong with me?
Well, today, I'm going to give you guys the other 8 undercover slut tells that most men are grossly unaware of. And again, like I said yesterday, the reason why so many men miss these slut tells is because women have so many proclivities, they have so many habits, they have so many characteristics that we here in the West characterize as normal and sometimes even healthy behavior. Right? We take a look at the list and we say, okay, so she lost a lot of weight. Good for her. She's a disciplined human being. She managed to lose weight. She overcame adversity. Those things are correct. But we also know that women don't know how to act when they have a shiny new toy, namely new sexual market value. Any woman who never got sexual attention from men before, when she starts getting it now, what do you think? She's going to be chaste? You think she's going to put on a fucking chastity belt? No, she's going to fuck every dude she can. And like I said in that clip, she's never going back to being invisible to men. She will do things that are unhealthy to make sure she stays thin. Straight up. Okay, so what? She has a profile on a dating site. That doesn't mean that she's a slut. Oh yeah? Everyone who has a profile on a dating site is a slut. You see girls on there all the time. I'm not looking for a hookup. And don't get it twisted, guys. Christian Mingle, Farmers Only, those are just as bad, if not worse, than Tinder and OkCupid. So again, what all of these slut tells have in common, and I'm going to give you the final 8 tonight, what they all have in common is that they are characterized as normal, human, healthy female behavior. And as you guys will learn tonight, and as you learned last night, nothing could be further from the truth. My opening rant is brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest grade kratom on the market. Happy Hippo Kratom will elevate your mood, make you fearless around women, and gives you a relaxed energy that only the purest kratom can provide. Go to happyhippoherbals.com now and save 20% when you pay with Bitcoin. Yes, that includes your shipping. That is happyhippoherbals.com. Not taking phone... Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to open up the phone lines here probably in about maybe 15 or 20 minutes. I forgot to open up the phone lines. You guys can see I'm probably now lip syncing because when I use OBS and my browser is searching at the same time, I start to lip sync because there are a lot of things going on at the same time. So if you hear me lip syncing, have no fear. It's not going to last forever. So while I'm working on that, if you guys have a question or a comment on Undercover Slut Tells, obvious, undercover, or otherwise, in about 15-20 minutes, I'll let you guys know. Give me a call, 914-205-5356. If you have an unrelated question about girls, game, finance, fitness, or anything else that pertains to increasing your value and agency as a man, book a one-on-one consultation on donovansharpe.com/consults. And guys, get in while the getting is good, because on the first of the year, if you are not already a patron, you are not going to get grandfathered in. I am raising my rates substantially. I got to get market value for my talent, what I bring to the table. And this was purely a business decision. I agonized over this for quite a while, but listen, I'm going to make this decision. I'm certainly worth it. My time is definitely worth a lot more because I have a lot less of it. That's just the way it is. But again, if you're already a patron, don't worry, you will be grandfathered in. You will get that price for the rest of time. But if you become a patron, or if you book a consultation after December 31st of 2018, you're gonna pay the new rate. You're gonna pay the new rate. And even when I raise my rates, I'm still gonna be the least expensive out there. I think Richard Cooper charges $600 an hour. Alpha Male Strategies also charges $600 an hour. And listen, guess what? Those guys are worth every penny, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Listen, the knowledge and the understanding about women and the way things work bestowed upon us by Richard Cooper and Alpha Male Strategies, worth every penny, $600 an hour. Right? I'm not going to be anywhere near that, but I'm going to be a little bit more than I'm going to be charging a little bit more than I am now. This is just how it goes. Charles Caballero in the chat says, for all you new guys watching, he's worth the money. I appreciate that, Charles. I appreciate that. Okay. Looks like I am back on point here. Excellent. To get access to all of my content, go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. There you will find the entire archive of all complete episodes of TSR Live, both audio and video, so you can listen on the go or watch at your leisure. They can watch my show Monday through Thursday afternoons at 5 o'clock, but if you want to be able to rewatch or re-listen to all of the episodes in their entirety, less than 17 cents a day is all that it takes. All right, let's go ahead and check the chat before we get started. And by the way, we are simulcasting live on all 3 YouTube channels. I'm also broadcasting on Facebook. I'm broadcasting also on Twitter. So 5 different platforms, 5 different mediums, and I'm gonna be shrinking that audience here rather shortly. Let me know if I'm still lip syncing, guys. It looks like I'm lip syncing on my end, but it doesn't matter what I see. It matters what you see and hear. So let me know if you guys are getting the shout out to Miami J, says he loves the Donna Claus vibe. That's actually pretty funny. I like that. Merry Christmas, it's Donna Claus. Hose, hose, hose. Hose, hose, hose. I love it. Yeah, I'm getting a little festive. Listen, man, we're 5 days out from Christmas, and this is what it is. Stephen G pops the cherry. John Link O'Quinn gets sloppy seconds. Spin Z gets to fuck her in her ass. Charles Caballero gets to finish on her face. Hellfighter gets to get it all on video. Captain Crunch 420 in the house. Charles Caballero likes my hat, my springy Christmas hat. You know, Devin and I were watching this Christmas light show on ABC. It was called the Great Battle, the Christmas Light Battle or something. And it was all of these like out of this world cool Christmas lights displays like all over the country. They went to California, they went to Arizona, Mississippi or Arkansas or Alabama. They're all the same state to me. They went to Texas, and what they do, shout out to Noah Masunaga in the house. Yeah, I do know you, Noah, and I would thank you not to give away my real identity. Wow, Noah is in the house. Believe it or not, guys, while I have Noah here in the chat, I have actually known Noah for quite some time. I actually knew him when I lived in Reno. And I'm not, listen, real talk here, guys. I'm giving you guys real talk. Like brain power wise, Noah's probably the smartest person I've ever met in my life. My brother is really smart. This kid Noah, and Noah's only 21 years old. Fucking sharp as a tack. Right? Now, I've had this conversation with him before. Like, I know more because I've been around longer. But this kid is fucking sharp as a tack, man. He really, really is. Really, really is. I'd love to fly Noah out to out here to Philly and show him a good time. But shout out to Noah, man. Good to see you in here, brother. Donna Claus. Jose S says, yep, raising my Patreon pledge. I'm going to invest myself and get those consults for $25 a month. Get in while the getting is good. If you are a $25 patron, you will get that 30-minute consultation every month. You are a $25 patron. But and listen, I'm just letting you guys know, I understand you got to do what you got to do. But if you become a patron after 12 o'clock midnight on December 31st, almost said 1999, on December 31st, 2018, when that ball drops, when Dick Van Dyke or Ryan Seacrest or Steve Harvey hits the countdown, it's going to be substantially more. So if you're thinking about becoming a $25 patron, $25 per month, now would be the time. You've got 11 days. You got less than 11 days. Less than 11 days, man. Mr. E 1976. Good to see you in here. Nerzenjaeger, I haven't seen you here in a while. Pine's the word. Hashtag throat coat. Desi 6819 says, Donovan, you saved my life with your knowledge. Thank you, brother. Listen, this is why I do this show. This is why I do this show. I get emails and, I get messages all the time. Had a number of guys at the 21 convention come up and thank me for changing their lives. Listen, I didn't change your life. You changed your life. I just gave you the tools to do it. So while I appreciate the accolades and the kudos and this and that and the other, and it feels good to hear that stuff, dude, you're the one that did the work, man. We all know, listen, we all hear about and know the old adage, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Guess what, man? The horse has to drink the water. I can give you all the red pill aware knowledge I can, but unless you put it into action, it's not going to mean shit. So congratulations to Desi6819 for changing his life. Armando Moreno wants me to change my sign to ho, ho, ho's. I love it. Charles Caballero says, just to double check, the prices go up at midnight Eastern or Pacific Standard Time? That's a very good question. We'll go midnight Pacific Standard Time. So 3 o'clock a.m. on the East Coast, midnight on the West Coast. Hashtag Nevada time. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. The phone lines are now open. Let's go ahead and get this party started. We left off on number 8 last night. Number 8, and we are talking about the 16 undercover slut tells most men are grossly unaware of. I did 8 last night. I'm going to do another 8 tonight. Let's continue with number 9. Number 9. She gives unbelievable blowjobs. Contrary to popular belief, women can't really be good at sex. A lot of guys like to say she's so good in bed or she really knows how to fuck. But girls don't fuck, they get fucked. And there's no real skill in getting fucked. Now, if she looks good and she's willing and enthusiastic and she isn't a starfish and just lays there, it's not terrible sex. But anytime sex is really good with a woman, it's because she's attractive, she's horny, and she's enthusiastic about your dick. There is one element of sex that women can be good at, and that is blowjobs. That's right. Fellatio. Head. Dome. Or whatever I don't know what the kids call it these days. What are the kids calling head these days? Who speaks millennialese in here? No, if you're still in here, what are the kids calling blowjobs these days? If you're still in here, no, I'd appreciate your input. Now, if you start dating a girl and she gives unbelievable blowjobs, She sucks your cock like a porn star. She makes you blow your loads in just a few strokes. You think to yourself, man, this is awesome. My girl loves sucking my dick and she's great at it. And to be fair, this is a good thing. I mean, how is it a bad thing if your girl is great at giving blowjobs, right? Well, if a girl is really good at sucking your dick, like almost too good at it, she is a 100% bona fide hoe. Practice makes perfect, gentlemen. And if a girl gives porn star grade blowjobs, she's had plenty of practice honing that skill. No girl just automatically knows how to suck a good dick. It can't be done. She doesn't just all of a sudden learn how to drain a man's balls with her mouth the very first time she goes down on you. It takes practice and a lot of it. And if she's had a lot of practice, she's taken a lot of dick. And if she's taken a lot of dick, she's a slut. So while having a girl who's good at draining your balls with her mouth is great, it is also a very accurate slut tell. Okay, so King Taco says that it is called top. Okay, I like that. Top, brain. King Taco says knowledge. That's awesome. I've heard dome and I've heard brains. I actually heard dome when I was like 23, 24 years old. Brendan Wisham says she can practice with popsicles. Yeah, she can. But she doesn't. And you know she doesn't. like if you get with a girl who claims to be a virgin and sucks the color off your dick even if you're a white boy, like, dude, she sucked my dick so good, my dick is clear. It's like transparent now, man. Like the bitch can blow. She gave me some serious knowledge, some serious brain, some sloppy toppy. Right? And your homeboys are telling you, dude, if she gives really, really good brain, that means she's a hoe. No, she could have practiced on popsicles. Bro, you don't believe that. Fuck out of here with that. Top sauce, sloppy toppy. Number 10. The 10th undercover slut tell that most men are unaware of. She works or worked at a call center. Anyone who has ever worked in a call center knows that commingling between employees is at least twice as rampant as any other workplace out there. Now, having managed a few myself, I can personally attest to the fact that regardless of position, no one is exempt from the temptation of fucking their coworkers in this environment, or at least trying. Now, girls who either are or have been employed at a call center are epic sluts, in and off the phones. Something about this particular workplace, the call center, it's like a fucking aphrodisiac for both men and women. It's crazy. Listen, I'll give you the classic example of the kind of woman that works in call centers. So there was this woman who's, I don't know, maybe 40, 42 years old, right? I used to work at a call center right down in Vegas. And she was the quintessential example of a call center slut. She must have told me she was a good girl, dude, no less than a dozen times the first 2 weeks I was there. She wanted to fuck me, right? Well, I'm a good girl. Like, bitch, I'm not checking for you. Like, I'm here to make money and get the fuck out. Now, I was in the beginning of my red pill awakening, so I never really bought her act for a second, and I even told her she was full of shit. Now, she'd kind of laugh about it because she knew I was right, and not surprisingly, I was 100% right about her. Now, I got fired from that place. But before I got fired, okay, I got canned, I found out, this is unbelievable, I found out that this bitch had 7 children by 3 different men. She was in the middle of a divorce and was always fucking at least 3 dudes at a time, 2 of which worked at the call center. Her Facebook was the typical single mom page, so it was basically nothing but memes all saying, I've been with a lot of guys, but I'm still an awesome woman who deserves a good man because I say so, or something to that effect. Anyway, her soon-to-be ex-husband was a man with a substance abuse problem who treated her like shit and cheated on her all the time. She actually said out loud, I like nice guys. But she was married to this douchebag for nearly 20 years and is the longest relationship she will ever be in. Here's the kicker. One of her coworkers, we'll call her Jody. I don't know if that was her name, but let's call her Jody. Jody told me that this chick sometimes left her young children at home to go off and fuck whatever dude was next in the rotation. Straight up, she'd leave him at home all night long. Chicks who work in call centers, gentlemen, are easy. They're hoes. It's as simple as that. Tread carefully with these chicks, man, because they'll start fucking the dude with the highest closing percentage or the biggest bonus without a second thought. Guys, listen, I've seen this in every call center I've worked in, right? A guy who's on the phones will start fucking the call center slut. Then all of a sudden, well, why did she start fucking Mark? Because Mark made a bigger bonus last month. Well, why did she start fucking Josh? Because Josh is the supervisor. Hypergamy, man. Listen, hypergamy exists everywhere, even call centers. This is how it is. So if you're talking to, fucking, or dating a girl who is or ever did work in a call center, she is definitely a slut. 1,000%. If you are watching on YouTube, if you are watching on Facebook, Twitter, or one of my backup YouTube channels, this is where the ride ends for you, but not quite. Go to donovansharpe.com, or you can go to YouTube. Type in Donovan Sharpe. The first channel that you see should have my face on it, right? This face right over my shoulder, that logo. I've got 3 channels on YouTube. Okay? 3 channels that are visible on YouTube. The channel with my face on it, that's the channel you need to come to. That's the channel you need to subscribe to. If you want to listen to the rest of the show, either go to donovansharpe.com, that shoots you right to my YouTube channel, or go to youtube.com, type in Donovan Sharpe, go to the first one you see. I've got a little over 3,000 subscribers. I had almost 20,000 subscribers before my first YouTube channel got nixed, etc., etc. All right, let's go back to the chat. Jack Napier says, hey, Donnie, do not call me Donnie. Don't call me Donnie. All right. Millennial for head equals got Tide Pods. I don't get it. Damn it. I don't get it. I don't like when I don't get the jokes. Dude, I love that alternate name for head being knowledge. Bruh, she gave me some knowledge last night. For real, she dropped the knowledge. I like that. D. Gary, 315 Radical says, a call center. Miami J says, a popsicle won't blow on her face. She can't know if it's good. Plus, it'll rot her teeth. Miami J also adds, nurses and flight attendants are epic sluts too. You know what's interesting? Any woman... Do I have this on this list? Hang on a second. I might have this on the list. All right, never mind. Never mind. All right. I thought Miami J did an ETF 42 on me. To watch or listen to the rest of this episode, go to donovansharpe.com. Thanks for watching.